Okay, so welcome back to my channel, my new channel, Correcting the Narrative. And we about to correct this narrative right here because I'm sure everyone heard about the Venezuelan supposed gang members, which I don't believe all of them probably were gang members, but according to the Trump administration. So, we can definitely take their word for it, right? This is from BBC News. U.S. deports hundreds of Venezuelans despite court order. More than 200 Venezuelans alleged by the White House to be gang members have been deported from the U.S. to a supermax prison in El Salvador, even as U.S. blocked the removals. El Salvador President Nayib, I can't ever pronounce his last name. I'm going to say Bukalele, wrote on social media that 238 members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua had arrived in the Central American country along with 23 members of the international MS-13 gang on Sunday morning. So a federal judge already blocked Trump from trying to deport these alleged gang members. Trump tried to enact an old 1798 Alien Enemies Act. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, U.S. President Donald Trump announced on Saturday that he had signed a proclamation invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 as he accused Tren de Aragua of perpetuating, attempting, and threatening invasion of predatory incursion against the territory of the United States. So then we had a judge on Saturday. U.S. District Judge James Boisberg, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, in Washington, D.C. ordered a 14-day halt to deportations covered by Trump's proclamation, pending further arguments. After lawyers told him that planes with deportees had already taken off, Judge Boisberg gave a verbal order for the flights to turn back. U.S. media reported, although that directive did not form part of his writing ruling, the written notice appeared in the case docket 19, whatever that shit, docket number, on Saturday. The Reuters news agency reports, although it's unclear when the flights carrying the alleged gang members deported from the U.S. In a court filing on Sunday, Department of Justice lawyers said the order had not applied because the deportees had already been removed from the United States territory. A senior administration official told CBS News, the BBC U.S. partner, that 261 people were deported on Saturday, 137 of whom were removed under the Alien Enemies Act over alleged gang ties. So there's a debate. The judge ordered, nope, you can't invoke this Enemies Act. We're gonna talk about that low down the line or whatever. But for now, block. So Trump and the administration saying, well, hey, these guys that we deported, and I think they arrived Saturday or Sunday night, they were already in flight and they were already gone before you gave that order. But the judge ordered that any flights in air with deportees. Is it deportees? I think it's deportees. Had to be returned back. And Trump's administration, so there's an argument. Trump saying, no, we didn't do that. They've been da-da-da-da-da. And the federal judge is he said, no, you got to return them back. And that's not what happened. They did a whole thing of them with cameras everywhere. These gang members are arriving in Venezuela. Or was it El Salvador? Because, in El Salvador, because they were going to the CECOT jail. Was it CECOT? I don't know, but anyways, it's supposed to be the most dangerous jail and super max and crazy. I don't even know what goes on, but it's supposed to be a terror. the article actually says the newly built maximum security facility, which can hold up to 40,000 people, has been accused by human rights groups of mistreating inmates. Excuse me, I think I said they've been deported back to Venezuela, El Salvador, because that's where this prison is. To me, my opinion is that this was optics. They had it everywhere. And Trump was trying to have the optic like, oh, I'm the man in charge. Like, I have the last say so. So that's why they had all these pictures of these Venezuelan coming out handcuffed and all that stuff. And then you have, like, a MAGA, like, yeah, this is what I voted for. And I know I'm going to get a lot of MAGA people in this comments. And I really don't. Comment away. Please. Please. Because y'all crazy. And y'all culty. And it's scary. So this will be a fight for, this will go to the Supreme Court, the appeal, Supreme Court, yada, yada. But just keep in mind the Supreme Court has, like, it's so many cases against the administration. They're not going to be able to get through all these cases. I'm pretty sure they'll get through this one. But, I mean, this is a case that's going to go through the Supreme Court. I believe Marco Rubio, what is this today? Today is March 17th. This was 16th. So Rubio says, we have sent 2 dangerous top MS-13 leaders plus 21 of its most wanted back to face justice in El Salvador. Also, as promised by President of the United States, we sent over 250 alien enemy members of Tren de Aragua. I'm sorry, guys. Which El Salvador has agreed to hold in their very good jails at a fair price that will also save taxpayer dollars. President Bukalele, that's funny. That's what I'm calling him. I ain't changing it. That's what it is from here on out. Is not only the strongest security leader in our region, but also a great friend of the U.S. Thank you. That douchebag is a great friend of the U.S. Do you see how they're aligning these? We got Russia, we got this freaking dictator or whatever he's doing in Venezuela, which is just, Trump is just, I don't know what's going on, but we are with the villain crew, apparently, the U.S. Anyways, this will see interesting how this plays out in court. Like, I think Marco Rubio, and this is like Stephen Miller type of, I mean, Trump did pass the act, but they went forth with doing this. And was it against the court orders? I'm not sure. If it was, so a lot of people are saying that if any new administration that comes in needs to press charges, and they need to, because come on, you can't just, we have our institutions, and that's what they're trying to break down, our institutions. Luckily, a lot of things are being blocked, and it's not working so far, but I mean, it's only so much and so much. I mean, and it's only so much what? So there's only so much they can block. I mean, they can block, they can block, but that's not going to happen. They're going to be like, okay, we got to give him something because Mag is going to be like, I don't freaking whatever. So they'll give him something, but we don't know what it is. But so far, they're holding up. A lot of things are being blocked. And it's creepy because, like, we get a lot of, like, if we're lucky, we'll get, like, a 5-4. But that's just so close to just dismantling just having this orange man dismantle the world. It is very creepy, but hey, another day, another road to apocalyptic fascism.